One day, as they walked through the market, Nneka couldn't hold back her feelings any longer. "Chioma, I miss our bond. I miss the way we used to be, before Emeka came into our lives." Chioma's face darkened, her eyes flashing with anger. "You're just jealous, Nneka. You can't stand to see me happy with someone who actually cares about me." The bustling market of Umuahia was a symphony of colors and sounds as the sun beat down on the dusty streets. In the midst of the chaos, two sisters, Nneka and Chioma, navigated their way through the crowd, their laughter carrying above the din. Nneka, the elder of the two, was a vision of beauty with her long braids and warm smile. Her younger sister, Chioma, was equally stunning with her almond-shaped eyes and infectious laugh. The sisters were inseparable, sharing everything from clothes to secrets. As they browsed the stores, Chioma's eyes landed on a tall, handsome man who was speaking with one of the vendors. He was dressed in expensive clothes and carried himself with an air of confidence that caught Chioma's attention. Chioma nudged her sister, eyes gleaming. "Nneka, look at that man. Isn't he something?" Nneka glanced in the man's direction, her smile faltering slightly. "Yes, he's handsome. But what does that matter to us?" Chioma shrugged, her gaze lingering on the man. "I don't know. There's just something about him that intrigues me." A few days later, Nneka and Chioma were walking through the village when they spotted the handsome man from the market. He was sitting outside a cafe, sipping on a cold drink while talking with a group of men. As they approached, the man's eyes fell on Chioma, a smile spreading across his face. "Good afternoon, ladies. My name is Emeka. May I have the pleasure of your company?" Chioma's heart fluttered at the sound of his deep voice, her cheeks flushing with excitement. Nneka watched the interaction with a sinking feeling in her stomach, sensing the shift in her sister's attention. Before she could respond, Chioma eagerly accepted the man's invitation, her eyes sparkling with delight. Nneka's heart clenched with jealousy as she realized that her sister was captivated by this stranger. Over the following weeks, Chioma and Emeka grew closer, spending more and more time together. Nneka watched from the sidelines, feeling like a forgotten shadow as her sister basked in the glow of their newfound romance. One evening, as they sat around the fire in their family compound, Chioma announced that she and Emeka were officially a couple. Nneka forced a smile, masking the ache in her heart as she congratulated her sister. But as the days passed, Chioma's attention shifted completely to Emeka, leaving Nneka feeling isolated and alone. Their conversations became strained, filled with awkward silences and forced pleasantries. One day, as they walked through the market, Nneka couldn't hold back her feelings any longer. "Chioma, I miss our bond. I miss the way we used to be, before Emeka came into our lives." Chioma's face darkened, her eyes flashing with anger. "You're just jealous, Nneka. You can't stand to see me happy with someone who actually cares about me." Nneka's heart shattered at her sister's words, the bond between them crumbling under the weight of envy and resentment. As the rift between the sisters deepened, Nneka found herself consumed by bitterness and regret. She missed the laughter and shared secrets, the late-night talks and endless memories. One day, as she sat alone by the river, a wave of clarity washed over her. She realized that her jealousy had driven a wedge between her and her sister, poisoning their bond and clouding her judgment. Determined to make amends, Nneka sought out Chioma, her heart heavy with remorse. When she found her sister at their family compound, she fell to her knees, tears streaming down her face. "Chioma, I'm sorry. I let envy cloud my judgment and drive us apart. I miss you, my sister, my best friend." Chioma's eyes softened, her anger melting away as she reached out to embrace Nneka. Ngozi, I forgave you a long time ago because you are my sister and my friend and nothing will ever change that, but sometimes we got to have our separate lives and find other source of happiness even without being together all the time, but no matter what I am still sorry I have forgotten about you. Let's start all over. I missed you too, Nneka. I was so caught up in my own happiness that I forgot about our sisterhood. Can you forgive me? In that moment, the sisters embraced, their bond stronger than ever as they let go of the past and embraced the future together. Months passed, and Nneka and Chioma's bond grew stronger with each passing day. They laughed and cried together, sharing their dreams and fears, their love for each other unwavering. One evening, as they sat outside their family compound, a familiar figure approached. It was Emeka, looking contrite and remorseful as he stood before them. Chioma, Nneka, I have come to apologize for the pain I caused. I realize now that my actions were selfish and thoughtless. Can you forgive me? Nneka and Chioma exchanged a knowing look before Ngozi said in an apologetic tone. No, I am sorry. I am so used to playing with Chioma that I find it difficult to have friends. Chioma is my only friend and most times I got jealous when she hung out with her other friends. I thought I loved her, but I was preventing her from living her life. That is not what friends do. Emeka, please forgive me for interfering in your relationship. Emeka gave a lovely smile and went on to hug the two sisters. As the sun set in the distance, the three of them sat together, their laughter filling the air as they embraced the beauty of forgiveness and the power of sisterhood. And so, Nneka and Chioma's bond was restored, stronger than ever, their hearts united in love and friendship for eternity.